Scott Adams, born Scott Raymond Adams, June 8, 1957, was born in Windham, New York to father, Paul V. H. Adams, 1927-2013, who worked as a postal clerk. Mother, Virginia Nay Vining Adams, 1935-2011, described variously as a homemaker and real estate agent. Siblings. He grew up as a middle child with two siblings. Brother, David Dave Adams. He does not appear to have a sister. Family data lists only one brother. His career. Before becoming a full-time cartoonist, Adams worked in various roles at large corporations, including Pacific Bell, where he gathered much of the material that inspired Dilbert. Worked in positions such as bank teller, computer programmer, and financial analyst. Dilbert, comic strip. Debut, 1989. Gained national syndication in the early 1990s. Became a major success by lampooning the absurdities of white-collar work life. At its peak, Dilbert appeared in over 2,000 newspapers worldwide. Also led to merchandise, books, and a short-lived animated TV series, 1999-2000. Author career. Scott Adams has written several best-selling books, including The Dilbert Principle, 1996, a satirical management book. Dilbert's Top Secret Management Handbook. How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big, 2013, part memoir, part self-help. Loserthink, 2019, focuses on cognitive biases and critical thinking. Controversy and later career. In recent years, Adams became known for political and social commentary, often via his blog and social media. He gained attention, and criticism, for his views on U.S. politics, especially during and after the 2016 presidential election. February 2023. Adams faced widespread backlash and was dropped by numerous newspapers and publishers after making racially charged remarks during a video livestream. Current activities. Continues to post regularly on social media and online platforms. Focuses on commentary, podcasts, and promoting his books. Scott Adams has achieved significant success in multiple fields, especially in cartooning, writing, and public commentary. Here's a breakdown of his major achievements. Creator of Dilbert. Most notable achievement. Launched in 1989, Dilbert quickly became one of the most influential and widely syndicated comic strips in the world. At its peak, it was published in over 2,000 newspapers across 65 countries and translated into 25 languages. Recognized for its satirical take on corporate culture, Dilbert resonated deeply with office workers and managers alike. Helped pioneer the nerd as hero archetype in pop culture. Best-selling author. Adams has written over a dozen books, spanning humor, management satire, personal development, and critical thinking. Notable titles. The Dilbert Principle, 1996. #1 New York Times bestseller. Critiques how the least competent are often promoted in corporations. How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big, 2013. Memoir plus self-help book blending personal anecdotes with advice on success and energy management. Loserthink, 2019. Encourages clear, cross-disciplinary thinking and avoiding cognitive biases. Awards and recognition. Dilbert won the National Cartoonists Society Reuben Award for Best Newspaper Comic Strip, 1997. Time magazine once named Dilbert one of the most influential people in business culture. Adams has been recognized as a unique voice in both humor and business thinking. Influencer in psychology and success thinking. Known for promoting unconventional but influential ideas. Goals are for losers, systems are better. Success is often about managing your energy, not your time. His frameworks on talent stacking, combining multiple average skills into a unique advantage, have gained wide praise in productivity circles. Early internet and multimedia pioneer. Adams was one of the first major cartoonists to leverage the internet, launching the Dilbert.com website in the 1990s. Paved the way for comics to thrive in online spaces. Dilbert TV show aired on UPN, 1999-2000, receiving positive reviews and a cult following. Commentary and public influence. Gained a large following for his political and social commentary, especially on platforms like Twitter, YouTube, and his blog. built a podcast and live stream audience where he discusses persuasion, politics, psychology, and current events. Scott Adams has had a relatively private personal life, but here's what is publicly known about his relationships, marriage, and family. Marriage and relationships. First marriage. Scott Adams was previously married, but details about his first wife and the timeline of that marriage are largely kept out of the public spotlight. Relationship with Christina Basham. Around 2016, Adams began a high-profile relationship with Christina Basham, a model, musician, and social media influencer. The couple married in 2020, but they divorced in 2022. Adams and Basham often appeared together in public and on social media during their relationship. Children. Scott Adams does not have any biological children. Christina Basham has 2 daughters from a previous relationship, whom Adams occasionally mentioned, but he was not their biological father. Current status. As of mid-2025, Adams is not publicly known to be in a new relationship. As of 2025, Scott Adams, the creator of the Dilbert comic strip, has an estimated net worth of $20 million. This figure is supported by multiple reputable sources, including Pop Culture, House and Whips, and the Norwegian Standard. Sources of income. Adams' wealth primarily stems from his work in cartooning, writing, and entrepreneurship. Dilbert syndication. At its peak, Dilbert was published in over 2,000 newspapers worldwide, generating significant revenue through syndication fees and licensing deals. Book sales. Adams has authored several best-selling books, including The Dilbert Principle and How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big, contributing to his income. Speaking engagements. He has been a sought-after speaker, earning substantial fees for corporate talks and public. Entrepreneurial ventures. Adams founded Scott Adams Food, Inc., which produced vegetarian products like Dilberito. However, some of his ventures, such as WenHub, have not been as successful. Impact of controversy. In February 2023, Adams faced backlash after making controversial remarks, leading to the discontinuation of Dilbert in several major newspapers. This controversy significantly impacted his income, though he has since adapted by focusing on digital platforms like locals.com, where he publishes Dilbert Reborn. Despite facing challenges, Scott Adams has maintained a substantial net worth of approximately $20 million. His financial success is attributed to his contributions to cartooning, writing, speaking, and entrepreneurship.